Hello everybody and welcome to a new Let's Look At. My name is Ben the Human and this is Chaos Coin. It is a roguelike card battler deck building game where you play these cute little creatures that are trying to defend the forest from bad creatures. And you use coins to like fuel your abilities. So we're gonna jump in here. We've got the fox who's like a spear boy and the loon, the state bird of my home state. The common loon. Chaos, a force which divides, destroys, and consumes. It manifests gradually, seeping through the cracks. Many years of fighting have pushed chaos back, but vigilance is required to keep it at bay. It is early morning in a village of many sorts of creatures. The nearby river lapping at its bank, everyone contributes to the fight in their own way, but for some matters, a direct approach is needed. With lance in hand, an elderly fox prepares once again to venture forth, figuratively as the tip of the spear for the new community building efforts. Literally, as a fighter against those who still spread chaos throughout the land. The game is by Sketchhouse Games, by the way. They sent me a code to check out the game, and I'm happy to do so. It's a very cute game, and it's kind of cool. Up above is where the battle occurs. Player units use the lanes on the left, 1 through 6. Enemy units use the lanes on the right, 1 through 6. Down below is where the coins are played. Each turn, coins are placed in these slots to use their face-up actions. Enemies each have 1 coin. Hover over the leech coin to see its full effects. So they will do 2 damage to the rearmost player unit, and then that will heal the leech for the amount of damage dealt. And then the spider web will push me forward 1 and push himself back 1. Leech bleed always hits a player unit, so Fox is in danger. The Fox's coins are the 2 orange ones. Fox has easy to use attacks as well as some defensive actions. So we have cover, which reduces all damage to a unit by 3, 1 time. So if we use that, we can block the leech attack. We also have spear, which deals 4 damage to the lane matching this coin's slot. So we would like to do damage to either 1 or 3 to hit them. Let's use spear to attack leech, drag it into 3. So because it's on the 3rd slot, it's going to hit the enemy in the 3rd slot, which happens to be leech. Now, cover will reduce the damage. We can put that anywhere. Coins will act from left to right after you lock in. Many coins, including cover, let you choose a target when they act. I will lock them in. Applies cover to me. And then we will spear you for 4 damage. Now it is the enemy's turn. They will always be played from top to bottom. So we're gonna get pushed, and then he's gonna hit us, but we covered, so he doesn't actually get to heal or hurt me. At the end of the turn, all enemy coins flip randomly. Shabing! However, player coins are beyond the influence of chaos. Player coins always invert directly to the other side. So we have like, they essentially act like a 2-sided card. I guess that's what a coin is. But they always do the opposite thing. So if you see the other side, you're like, well, what's coming next? Cover's opposite side deals 2 damage to any enemy unit. Spider is now attacking. Bite will damage the front 3 lanes. And then Leech Bleed is the same attack we saw before. The preview icons help you. Notice the different damage icons. These indicate that bleed will follow Fox even if they move, but bite will always target the front 3 lanes. Use hit to defeat leech and vault to evade the spider bite. So we're gonna hit the leech by going in row 3, and then we're going to vault 2 lanes back, which we will choose when that triggers. Remember, you can always hover over any coin to see its full effects. Lock it in. So we're gonna move back to 5. And then we're gonna do 2 damage to Mr. Leech, who has now died. Now Bite is trying to bite, but we're not in the right lane, so he can't hit me. Once again, they flip randomly. He's gonna pull me forward. You can save coins each turn so that they don't invert to the other side. Save any coins you want, and then finish the fight. Choose up to 2 coins to save. I don't really feel the need to move, but we will save hit, because he's not attacking me this turn. So we just want to stab this guy non-stop. All good. Lock it in. 4 damage. 2 damage. Bam. He's dead. Great work. Take a reward. I guess they're not dead. They just got knocked out. The game is benevolent. So we could upgrade a coin, which would turn it into either Spear G, which would do 5 damage, or Spear S, which is 3 damage to Fox's lane, as well as to the lane matching this coin's slot, which is kind of cool. You could split up the damage, or you could just focus it in, depending on if the Fox is in the right lane or not. Or we could get a new coin face and replace one of these. So we have Deflect, which reduces damage to a unit to 0 one time. Isn't that just better than cover? I feel like it is, so I'm going to take that one. Because essentially, if we have Reflect, we can always reduce the damage to 0. If we have cover, we could only reduce it by 3 at maximum. Every zone contains a single path of map coins. Each of them are set in advance. An event is next. Select it to proceed. Chaos feeds on isolation, but no one is alone in this fight. In a bustling city, cobble streets are packed with families. A rambunctious loon draws a crowd. They speak with unbridled force, rallying others towards solidarity and joy, reminding them of both their individual and collective strength. Their explosive words break through the hopelessness and declare that chaos is not insurmountable. Bard spotted? Fox convenes with them to continue the journey together. You gained Loon as an ally. At an empty space, you can choose which map coin comes next. The available coins are above the path, and they always flip randomly. Well, we don't really need to rest. But, so... I'll take treasure. Find a penny. Grants a stackable passive effect, flips at the start of battle, and inverts after actions. So we have Lucky Penny. If a player unit would take damage from an enemy, it adds a 1 in 6 chance that the damage is prevented. Or heals 1 to a player unit in lane X when they damage an enemy. Boom, that sounds awesome. It's like lifesteal. A fight. A fight is afoot. Loon has joined the fight. Loon damages multiple targets at once, and they're good at moving both themselves and the enemies. He's a bomb thrower. His Bomberman. Loon's coins are blue in the bottom row. Loon's coins deal damage based on which lane the loon is in. Like Spider Bite, they target lanes on the opposite side, even though they base their targets on Loon's position. What luck! The enemies are all in even lanes, so Bombard will hit all of them if Loon moves to an even lane. Okay. Place Step and Bombard so that Loon will damage all the enemies. So if we put Step first, we can move Loon, and then bombard things. And then what's happening? Rabbit deals 5 damage to Rabbit's lane, so we would like to get Fox out of the Rabbit's lane. Spider Bite's gonna bite the front 3, so we're gonna move Fox back to 4. And then Turtle Shell just applies shield to a random enemy. So if we could wipe Turtle... I don't think we can, just based on the amount of damage we have available to us. So let's just go. Switch Loon to one lane away, so we move him back. We will bombard things. We will then move Fox back to 4. And then we will smack a guy for 2, which is Turtle. He has not harmed me. You have not bitten me. And then you've applied a shield to the rabbit. You may not save more than 2 coins each turn. So I want Spear for next turn, because I think I need the damage. But I think I will take Deflect. I don't know what Explode does, so I want to see what happens there. I think we'll just save the 1 coin. Loon can also move enemies around. You can use Push to gather them together and then hit them all with Explode. Use Push and Explode to damage multiple enemies. Deals damage to Loon's lane and adjacent lanes. Okay. So I would like to push Spider. Damage to Rabbit's lane. So we would like to Rabbit not to be able to... Oh, he's gonna damage 3 and then move randomly, so he's not gonna hurt anybody. That's good. Let's move Spider back. Oh wait, we have to activate, duh. So that push and then explode. Spear. Matching this coin slot. So I would like to spear 5 because Spider's gonna move. We're gonna bomb the 2 of them. Turtle's gonna die. Spider's gonna be damaged. Spear will then finish off Spider, and then we will have free reign to just smack Rabbit. Push requires you to select a target and then select a lane. So let's grab Spider and move him. Deals damage. Kaboom. Turtle is gone. Deals damage. Spider is gone. And then deals damage to Rabbit. But he's shielded, so we didn't get to hurt him. Alright, you didn't hurt me, but you moved back. What's your ability this time? Rabbit foot. Okay, so we gotta get Loon out of the location. Good news is he'll switch to step, which is great. I think we just hit him with explode. And then lock these 2 in so we do as much damage as possible. So we go bombard, then step out of the way, then we smack him with spear, and then we hit him and then we spear him. I think that should be enough to kill you. If something goes wrong, you can undo to return to the start of the turn. However, you can't undo after the enemy coins begin acting. Oh, that's kind of cool. So if you, like, didn't understand how something was working, or it, like, just was incorrect, you could undo everything and try it again. I like games that are not very punishing like that, where they let you... I'm a guy that likes to try stuff out and then see how it reacts, rather than just trying to, like, puzzle it all out in my head. And that's very helpful for me. I know not all games do that, but I prefer it that way. Explode S, 2 damage to Loon's lane and then 5 damage to the adjacent lanes. That's kind of baller. Blitz. Moves Loon to lane 1 or 6 and then deals 3 damage to all lanes in between, excluding the endpoints. Huh. That would be kind of a cool replacement for Explode. But I really like Explode S, and so I'm gonna take that one. That's pretty cool. All right, we got an event in the field. Fox and Loon may wield weapons, but those who forge them are just as important. In a quiet meeting place within a wooded hollow, folks gather to support Fox and Loon. Some are caretakers fostering space for others. Many offer goods and supplies they've created, fulfilling both themselves and the needs of the community. Hope fills the air as the group prepares for their next moves. Fox and Loon each gained a 3rd coin, along with something more. Oh. Gain 1 of 2 upgrades. Aha, it's the spear upgrade. Applies spiky shield. Hey, reduces the damage to 0 and deals 3 damage back to the attacker. Applies shield to the player lane and applies cover to the lanes adjacent. I think I like deflect G to be able to counter, essentially. What's the 3rd coin we got? That's the end of the tutorial. Your progress is now autosaved. Play your coins right, and you'll complete the journey in no time. Thanks. We don't need to heal again, so... let's do another event. While cresting a steep hill, Loon hears a cry for help. Following it reveals a small caravan in distress. The crew looks to be doing the best they can with ramshackle wagons, but several wheels have broken, and they're struggling to keep the wagons from tumbling down the hill. They need help, but the task will be demanding. What do you mean by gain 1 hit and cover face? Oh! 1 step and push. Yeah, we can help. I'll take a hit and a cover. That's really interesting. It does both. Cool. Well, we might as well replace just cover, I suppose. Or you know what? It'd be kind of cool to just have this like super defensive coin, so we can always protect people from hits. Fox wastes no time lifting wagons by the axle. Damn, Fox is strong. Carrying the stray crates and gathering spilled supplies. The caravan members are grateful beyond words and offer what thanks they can before they must continue moving on. What a hero. Well, we could rest now. Get some treasure. We have that ability that allows us to, or the coin, this guy, heals at HP to a player unit in lane X when they damage an enemy. Maybe we can try to make use of that. So let's grab treasure. At the end of a turn, if an enemy is within 1 HP of another enemy, it whoa! He just starts smacking his own allies. I like that. The betrayal penny. All right, what did we? Okay, we didn't get that one. But it inverts after a full turn. Okay. If an enemy is within 1 HP of another enemy. Okay. So 10, they're all, you're within 1 HP, right? I understand. Leech bleed to the rearmost player. So you two are going to try and leech Loon. And it doesn't matter where Loon ends up. Owl, 2 damage to a random player unit and moves them to a random lane. So we got damage coming in. So we would like to deflect. Reduces damage to a unit to 0, but only deals 3 damage back to the attacker 1 time. So reduces damage to a unit by 3 1 time. Okay, so the danger is the we can only block so many attacks. So let's start out with deflect and cover. We're gonna put both of them on Loon, and then we hope that Owl also triggers on Loon. Oh, you know what we want to do? We want to push this guy back, explode, then we would like to spear this leech. It's not enough to kill him, but it's close. And then, I mean, you two can just get played at some point, and then I'll just throw a push out there just because I can. So we want to push you back. We're gonna bomb everybody. Spiky shield to... Oh, I misread that. Undo, undo, undo. This is why the undo thing exists. To the player in the lane matching this. So we swap you two. So we get to apply you, cover. You get applied to Loon in lane 5. All right, now we're correct. So you go here. We do our bomb. Apply the cover to Loon. 4 damage to this guy. Spiky shield to Loon. And then we push you. Can I push you? That was weird. I don't know if I wanted to do that anymore. All right, he's gonna leech me. You got spiked to death. You're gonna leech me as well. And then you bombed Fox. The poise penny was activated. Okay, neither of you landed face up now. Okay, what's happening? You're leeching, and then you're owl pelleting. Targets 2 random lanes and deals 7 delayed damage. That's scary. So we would like to finish off owl. So spear for sure. Deflect G is a good one because we can just prevent the damage coming out from leech, and we can focus on killing owl this turn. We're gonna lock in. Oh shoot! Hold on. We don't really need vault. I could use it. I could use the hit, because if hit comes out, we can finish off owl. And we can make it work with step or push as long as yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, so spear on row 4 will hit leech. We're going to step Or wait a minute. Let me think about this. No, so we're gonna explode first, which is gonna do 5 damage to leech, and 2 damage to owl. We're gonna put a spear on owl, which will finish owl off. We're gonna hit cover, which is gonna hit leech, and then everything else we do doesn't really matter. We'll just lock in here. 2 damage to Loon Lane and the 5, and then 2 damage to an enemy unit, which is that guy. And then we'll cover Loon just because we can, and then 2 damage to this guy just for fun. We'll move Loon over here. 4 damage to the owl, which finishes him off. And then we only took 2 damage on Fox. Oh, damn, polearm is cool. 3 damage to lanes 1 through 2. Or 1 through 3, sorry. Vault, we could upgrade to Vault G. 2 lane, moves Fox to any lane that is 2 lanes away. To a lane 2 or 3 away, then deals 3 damage to Fox's lane. Huh. I kind of like polearm and getting rid of hit. Let's try that one. That one's kind of fun. Depending on where the enemy is at. Alter or replace coins. I think we'll go with the event. I don't know if I want to alter any of my coins. They're pretty good. Dang, lose so many HP. This would kill Fox. During a short rest, a wandering apothecary approaches, wearing many belts and pouches. Adventurers, are you? I've been seeking someone strong of body to assist me with researching a new inoculation. It might knock you out for a bit, but the peer-reviewed science suggests long-term efficacy, if you are willing. They prepare some tools and samples, awaiting a response. Yeah, we'll take a bit from everybody, and they gain max HP. The apothecary is understanding, though disappointed. They speak briefly about their work while providing the usual vaccinations. Give me the heal. Damn it. It's like the one time I need the heal. Trade a coin. Swap an entire coin out for a different one. For a different, more upgraded one. Oh. So we could swap out the step push coin for time bomb and push, or replace spear vault with cobber S and deflect. Honestly, that one sounds really good. 7 damage to a random enemy is a lot of damage. Just as the tents are pitched for the evening, a petite white termite passes by carrying a large sack filled with what appears to be a variety of junk. Fox invites them into camp, recalling traditional stories that portray termites as stewards of the land. They wordlessly accept. They help diligently with camp and indicate that they are gathering waste to sequester away for decomposition. Perhaps they would be interested in tagging along. Chaos sure generates a lot of waste. Gain a helper coin. Adjacent coins ignore any positive status effects on enemy units and any negative effects on player units. Well, none of our coins really do negative or positive stuff to the other side. I think we just need to heal. Because Fox especially was very low. Boss time. Beaver. The Beaver King. He's gonna beaver dam me. Deals 4 damage to lanes 1 and 2. Then, the enemy with the lowest HP gains spiky shield. Oh, I see. The mouse gains spiky shield. Deals 2 damage to the foremost player unit, moves mouse to that unit's lane, and then Rabbit Foot deals 5 damage to Rabbit's lane. So we don't have to worry about Rabbit here. Step is for moving Loon, but I don't really feel like moving Loon. Push an enemy. So polearm is a good one. That just does 2 damage. Oh, push mouse into the front lane. Then deflect on our Fox. then cover Fox as well, because you're doing 4 to me, and then you're doing mouse attack to me, and then Rabbit's not hitting anybody, so that doesn't really matter. And then we explode, and then we step after the fact, if we even have to. I'm kind of hoping I don't have to step, but I think that's a good turn. So we would like to push mouse into the front, apply shield to Fox, deal damage, apply cover to Fox, and then deal damage to the rabbit. And then, do I have to choose a lane to switch? What if I choose not to? Ah, so you have to put the loon into that lane. What if I choose not to put step in here? Could I just ignore it? Oh, duh. That's what you do. Just, if you don't want to step, don't lock it in, man. All right, do it all over. And then bomb the rabbit. Good. Now let's see how this plays out. So I've been shielded, and we didn't take any damage. So now you're gonna deal 2 damage to him, but he's been covered, so that's good. And then Rabbit is going to not hit anybody. Great turn. But the mouse now has spiky shield, so we have to be wary of that. Beaver Dam, so we don't have to worry about that actually harming anybody. You're going to do 2 damage to Fox, but that's fine. Because... what's the opposite side? It's Cobber S is really good. Let hit cover come out, because then we can use that to protect ourselves from mouse. And then Rabbit Foot isn't going to hit anybody either. I would like to explode if we can. Push and step. I think that's good. So we deflect G on 4. Cobra S just comes out here and hits somebody. Although maybe we want to do hit cover first, just in the off chance that we randomly hit mouse. So what we'll do is we'll hit Rabbit, we'll cover Fox, let Cobra S come out. If it hits the mouse, we'll be protected from the spiky shield. We then push mouse back, explode, and then we'll just push one of the enemies around just because we can. So 2 damage to Rabbit. Shield Fox. Ah, it's exactly what I predicted, is we hit the mouse. Push mouse back. Spiky shield. Bomb the mouse. And then we push Rabbit back 1. Just because we can. Right, no damage dealt. Damage to me, but I counter-spiked you. Although he counter-spiked me again. How did I do damage? Take damage there? That was confusing. Alright, we need to finish off the mouse this turn. Beaver Timber. Deals damage to each player equal unit to their... oh, God. To their lane? Holy smokes. Alright, lock in deflect G, because we would like to get Spiky Shield on Loon, so he doesn't get blasted to pieces by Beaver. And then I think everything else is just going to be random for us, because we need you. Well, we don't necessarily need hit cover. I would rather have the Cobber S, honestly, because it's a lot of damage that comes out. So Bombard is really good. We lead with that, which does... it kills mouse, it damages rabbit. We cover, which also allows us to finish off rabbit. We deflect G on the front lane, because... no, we put that on Fox. We let the cover... yeah, let's do this. So, Bombard first. Cover. You come out. Deflect G on Fox so he doesn't take damage. And then I don't think I really need step. Because you'll be covered. Yeah, this is how I want to do this. So bombard. So we've gotten rid of you. We would like to... Oh, I misunderstood what bombard was. I thought it was that thing where you remember where I was like, he can move across the entirety of the map? I guess I didn't pick that coin. For some reason, I thought I did. Okay, this is how we want this to go down then. And then we would like to step... Oh man, I've screwed this up something weird. You know what we do? Put it on 5. Step. So what we'll do is we'll step Loon to 5. We'll swap spots with Fox, and Fox will deflect on himself, and we'll put the cover on Loon. Alright, you guys got blasted. Cover Loon. Random. Wow, we killed Rabbit, so that's good. Move forward. That's, well, that's fine, I guess. Because now we can just focus on the Beaver. Beaver Dam is the one that I want to see coming out every time. So Cobber S just does 7 damage. We want to flip over to... the explosion, and we would like to step and flip over to hit cover. So we're going to step Loon forward. We're going to push Beaver back. We're going to set off explosion. Cobber S happens. Pole arm and hit cover at the end. So step Loon forward. Push Beaver back. Bomb for 5 damage. 7 damage. Pole arm him. We're done. We're victorious. Victorious, that's the word. The journey continues somewhere new after a long rest. We get to heal up. Oh, frick yeah. Deals 8 just 1 extra damage, or... Oh man, 7 damage to adjacent lanes? Heck yeah. That's so good. You could possibly do 7 damage to everybody. Zone 2. How many zones are there, I wonder? Alright, what are you two doing? 3 damage to odd lanes if the frog... Okay, so that's what we do. So we would like to get off of... Actually, well, yeah, we'll push you off of lane 5 onto lane 4 so then you don't harm anybody. And then the Gull, what do you do? 6 damage to the enemy with the lowest HP. Well, not much we can do about that. Unfortunately, we have like a bunch of... We have a bunch of not dangerous, or not offensive abilities, but we could push... We can push Frog to 4, set off the bomb, then just push Gull forward, just cuz. And then we'll go cover, deflect on 5, and then deflect on 3. Yeah. That's good. So push Frog forward, set off the bomb for 7 damage, applies a shield, applies cover to Fox, I suppose, applies spiky shield to Fox, and then push Gull slightly further forward. So no damage done, 6 damage healed, and then the result of the entire round is we have done 1 damage to Frog. Pushes the frontmost player backward until adjacent to their ally. Deals damage both equal to the distance moved. So if we move with step, we're not going to take any damage from either. So that's good. Frog, what are you doing? Targets the frontmost player unit, deals 3 damage, and applies Impair. Ugh. Well, we can take the deflect G to block the Frog attack at the very least. And I think we can make explode SX work. We would like to switch to a step, and we would like to keep a push. We can make a cover work against him too, so I think we save those 2. So let's push Gull to 4, set off the bomb, which does a lot of damage to both of them. We will step back with Loon, set off a Cobber S, set off a polearm, set off a hit cover at the end. So Gull, come in, bomb, switches Loon back, killed Frog, that's pretty cool. And then we deal 2 damage to Gull, and then we just block Loon, even though neither of them is going to take damage. Because we didn't get pushed. And then we just have to do 7 damage to you by locking in Cobber S and call it a day. Just play them, lock them in, you're gone. All right. I feel like we're learning the patterns here. Another deflect G would be baller. Catapult. Deals 3 damage to lanes 4 through 6. I think we just take a better deflect. That seems good to me. A spiky shield deflect. Tough fight. Hard fight with double rewards. Face down, normal fight. Let's do it. Why not? Go for it. Oh, they got a Pokemon. All right, 3 damage to the front person. Rabbit Foot 5, or Rabbit Foot G, which is going to do damage to his own thing and then adjacent lanes. So we would like to push Rabbit into 2, honestly. Let's do that. Bombard is good on even tiles, so we would actually like to step forward. Hit cover. And then I don't think we want to step anymore. What does Crab do? Applies Bulwark and Spiky Shield to Crab. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Stab him. 7 damage to Crab. Put Loon further forward. 3 damage to you two. And then do 2 damage to Rabbit. And then cover to the Loon. I've done this incredibly wrong. I thought... Oh, yeah. We wanted to push Rabbit forward, but we don't have a push. Okay, I need to think about this. So maybe don't step? Or maybe we do step, but we just swap with, Fox, and then Fox covers himself. So what are you doing? 3 damage and applies impair. And you do 3 damage to adjacent lanes. So we're gonna do damage. Somebody's gonna take damage somehow. It's like that. There we go. Smack the Rabbit. Shield the Fox. Alright, we blocked that at least. We are going to take damage from Rabbit. And then you just flip around. So switching to Explode SX is going to allow us to kill Rabbit. We need to move Loon in order to make that a reality, though. Unfortunately, all of this stuff is dramatically weakened. But I think Cobber S is still the way to go. So, step Loon forward, blow everybody up. That gets rid of Rabbit. We don't have to worry about that. Crab Claw, 4 damage to the lanes adjacent to Crab. So I would like to push Crab to 2. That way he doesn't hurt anybody. And then Frog, you're doing your frog tongue again. So then I would like to shield Loon when Loon is on 4. We're going to randomly hit somebody at the end. And we're going to lock in. Okay, I think this is good. So switch Loon forward. Bomb. Got rid of Rabbit. push the crab forward so he can't hurt anybody. Spiky shield to Loon, so now he's not going to take frog damage. We apply cover to Fox, and then we do 5 damage to somebody randomly. We didn't take any damage, and then you didn't hurt anybody. All right, so now let's redo you. And explode is really good. And you two are on alternating, which is actually fine to me. We start with polearm. It's going to hit everybody. I don't think it's going to do any damage to crab, which is kind of funny. Set off the bomb, which is going to do some damage to crab. Set that off. Hit cover, and then push and step. We got rid of the crab. 2 damage to frog. Cover Loon. Push this guy back. Step Loon forward. Not a problem. Let's bring out you two, and that's all we need to finish this guy off. You're gone. This is a really good coin. Deflect GX. I think we gotta go with this one. Just like extra damage on what we already have is just really good. Migrate. Move Loon's ally to the lane matching the coin slot. That's not so bad. But I think I'd rather just keep upgrading the coins that are like really good. I feel like our deck is really solid and that messing with it is not particularly needed. I'm gonna go for a heal and get Fox's HP up. Yeah, 7 to Fox here. What we got? We got some markets, we got some treasure. I'm cool with the event. Passing through a small town, Fox and Loon are pulled aside by a gruff rabbit. Hey, so I'm supposed to fight you for chaos or whatever, but... They glance around as though they're wary of eavesdroppers. There's a group of us who got in with chaos since that was the only way we could work, yeah? And now we're not allowed to do nothing for anyone else. Well, we got a little market going as a side hustle, so we can try to get out. You're sure you're not gonna call the boss on us, so why don't you stop by? Fox visit their marketplace or Loon visits their marketplace. We gain an enemy coin, which is weird, but interesting. Howl pushes Fox's allies any distance towards Fox, then applies morale. Ooh. I feel like getting rid of cover, because cover is just real basic. Or 2 damage to the frontmost enemy. And then moves Fox to that unit's lane. I think I really like Howl. Howl is cool. So let's replace cover with Howl. Fox happily contributes to breaking up a Monoposony and leaves it with useful gear. Normal fight, not so bad. Basic leech. Let's polearm the leeches. They're in good position to be leeched. Rabbit's not going to hit anybody, so we don't have to worry about him. Howl the Loon back to 4, which allows us to bombard a couple of the slots. Deflect G on 5. And then push you to 4. And then I don't think we want to step. So get hit. Pull you. Damage to all. Push an enemy. I want to push you back. Because then we can get set to bomb people next turn. Blocked and spiked. Blocked. And then no damage dealt. 2 coins to save. I think we would like to polearm again, because that'll take out a leech for sure. and then deflect G, because we want all these other ones to flip. So polearm for sure, that gets rid of a leech. Explode, which will get rid of rabbit. Or... so you go here. The leech is gone. We don't have to worry about the leech. We just need to worry about the other leech, but we'll block it with that. You can be the last one we lock in. The question is, where do we want to move Loon to set off Explode SS? And I think we want to move Loon to 5, set off the bomb, and then push somebody. So stab these guys. The leech is down. Switch Loon with Fox. Set off the bomb. Hey! Balm Penny set off. Push an enemy here. Spiky shield on the Loon, which protects us from leech. 2 damage to you, and then shield Loon even more. No damage dealt, and you got spiked. And now you two have locked in. And the Poise Penny actually killed the leech, which is hilarious. And then we lock in the polearm. Polearm does the last job necessary, and rabbit's down. This is a good deck. Oh, make polearm even stronger? I think I like the fact that he could hit bigger areas for 3 rather than just narrower areas for more damage. I think that's really solid. So let's go polearm G. What we got? We'll take a treasure. Find a penny or find a penny. So this is always a treasure. This could be a field event or could be a market event. I feel like the field events have been taking our HP, so rather not. Inverts at turn end. If face up at the end of the fight, a random player gains 1 max HP. Cool. At the turn end, I think we'll go chance for max HP. Why not? Fox and Loon wander off the trail and happen across ruins hidden behind some overgrowth. The architecture looks familiar, but it's clear that no one has entered in a very long time. Though it's likely unsafe to traverse, there might be some historic treasures inside. Both lose 1. That's not a lot of HP. He who dares wins. Took a little bit of damage. I don't really like Migrate. Moves Fox to the nearest lane adjacent to their ally and applies shield. Like, I'm tempted to replace Step or something, but moving around the enemy and Loon is really, really useful. To the lane matching the coin. I don't know if I really want to move my ally around. Fox doesn't seem to matter where they're at, mostly. I think we skipped this, unfortunately. We took damage and then didn't heal at all. But we can heal it at camp, for sure. So let's go to the market. You choose to rearrange. You may swap which faces are on which coins and any number of times. At the start of the next fight, both players gain Spiky Shield. Or we could swap Step Push for Step Launch. That's awesome, actually. Because instead of just pushing them 1, we can move them somewhere. So I think Step Push. Or Step Launch, sorry. Another treasure. Another poise. You know, better Balm Penny seems really good. And then, I guess, free heal. 4 HP to both seems nice. Because now we're at max HP, and then we can gain a helper. A pair of eyes gleams off the light of the campfire, still for unnervingly long before the silence breaks. Shoot, sorry, a gentle voice precedes the appearance of an embarrassed-looking deer clad in loose garments. I get like that sometimes, just sort of lose presence in the moment. I saw your firelight, and I thought I'd come by. They join for a while and discuss their travels. They're kind, but are hard to read, distracting if nothing else. I don't suppose I could come with you for a while. Company would be nice, and I'll help however I can. Headlights. If an adjacent coin targets an enemy, those enemies gain impair if they don't already have it. Sure. Boss time. Heyo. Oh, I understand. Okay. Otter. So you guys are... Otter is damaging lane 1 and 6. And then deals 3 damage to lanes 2 and 5. And then push units and Otter towards the outer lanes. Got it. So it's like a wave in the middle. Crab Chitin, we don't really have to worry about Crab this turn. And then Leech is going to hit the rearmost player. So Polearm for sure. Cobber S just to see what he hits. Now, here's the interesting thing, is we would like to move Loon to 4. Set off the bomb. If an adjacent coin targets any enemy, those enemies gain impair if they don't already have it. Set off that way. We don't have any defensive coins this turn, which is kind of wild. Right, hold on. We're gonna Howl. It's gonna boost Loon. Polearm then. Then we're gonna set off Headlights, because an adjacent coin is targeting any enemies, so it's going to make their attacks worse. Cobber S is going to do that as well. We're gonna step Loon to 4 and set off the bomb, because he's gonna be howled and do even more damage to Crab and Otter. That's the plan. Yes. Damage to you guys. You've done it. Do it again. Switch Loon to Fox's location. Damage to both of you. And then you're not actually going to harm Fox because you've been wounded. Spiky shield, unfortunately. And then you're going to do the damage. But just a little bit. Not too bad. Alright, what do we want to do? We want to polearm both of you. Oh, it's not quite enough to kill you. What are you doing? Otter Whirl. 6 damage to 6 or 3. Oh, okay. So it's the reverse of Otter Wave, which is kind of interesting. I think we're okay with Explode going off. We would like to save a step because I would like Loon to be on even terms. Although you're both spiky. We want hit cover for sure. We would like to push Crab to this location. We would like Bombard. I'm cool with Launch as well. And honestly, I think we would like Cobber S to come out. You locked in Deflect G on me, which is very rude. But, honestly, of all the places for Fox to be, it's not so bad. So let's see. We're gonna launch... So here it is. Launch Otter to 5. Push Crab to 3. Bombard everybody. I know it's going to trigger 2 spiky shields, which is going to do 6 damage to me. But then we're going to Cobber S and see who we kill. Or, you know what? We should probably do you first on the off chance that we kill Crab or Leech first. And then we'll hit cover. So launch Otter. That's not what I wanted to do. Wait, did I not understand how that worked? Moves an enemy in the lane. Oh, duh. I can read. An enemy in the lane matching this coin slot to any lane. Got it. So you have to be... Unfortunately, we can't do that. All right, we take you out. If I could read, you'd all be in trouble. All right, this is fine. So push you here. cover. What are you doing? I think we want to finish off the crab and then block with Fox. So we blocked the leech at least and killed him, which is great. And then we all took a little bit of damage. All right, we're otter waving, which is more damage on the further out you are. So let's, yeah, let things, we'll let things step. I would like explode. I think I would like deflect G. We're still frenzied, which is unfortunate. Does that ever go away, or is that stuck forever? And then honestly, I think I need hit cover to help counter things. Polearm isn't so bad. Although I don't have push anymore or launch, so I can't move you into the appropriate place. So let's set off a bomb, does 7 damage to him. Let's cobber S, which does 8 more damage to him. Now he's down to 5. Hit cover. And we'll reduce the damage from him at the very least. And we can step Loon out of... Well, actually, Loon's not taking any damage anyway. So maybe that's fine. So 7 damage to the adjacent lanes. Pole arm misses him, unfortunately. 2 damage, and then shield Fox. Adjacent coin. Good. 1 more hit, and the beaver is done. Whoops. My bad. I thought they said you couldn't undo once the enemy coins go off. Or maybe it's because they hadn't actually triggered yet. Okay. I think that is why they hadn't actually hurt anybody. We just lock in the explode and we call it good because you're done. Goodbye. Goodbye, Mr. Beaver. Growth penny activated. Yes! Ha ha ha! Heal up. Back up to full HP. We make our polearm even stronger. That's a really good move, honestly. The fact that it can hit 4 lanes is really, really good. And we're on to the cavern, zone 3. If there's more than 3 zones, we might have to split this this episode up into multiple parts. Walleye dive. Covered a walleye twice. 4 damage to walleye's lane. And then moves him randomly. Mole is dealing 8 damage to Mole's lane. Okay. So what we would like to do, push Mole to 5, step Loon to 4, randomly hit Polearm. We would like to headlights you to make the walleye weaker. All right, hold on. Let's figure this out first. So set off the bomb first. Does a lot of damage. And in fact, howl first, set off the bomb. Now all of a sudden we're doing 50% more damage. So 10 damage, I think. Maybe 11. Cobber S. That weakens both of you. Polearm, and then we would like to push Mole to 5. So he doesn't damage any, but well, he would damage Loon, wouldn't he? So maybe we do it this way, because I think we'll kill Walleye. Oh. After Mole takes damage, switches them to a mirrored lane. Oh! I didn't know that would happen. The walleye is gone. The mole is gone. It worked out perfectly. Just as I planned. Launch G. Ooh! Move an enemy matching this coin slot to any lane. Deals 2 damage to that lane and adjacent lanes. Yes, please. Or no. Launch G sounds great. I'll take another penny. Any unit in lane X would directly change lanes. They instead stay in place and a random enemy takes 4 damage. Yeah, I'll take that. A random chance for an enemy to take 4 damage sounds great. We'll take an event. A field event. Loon and Fox are navigating a narrow ridge when they hear cries for help nearby. A little ways ahead, a backpack on the ground marks where a yellow salamander has fallen to a lower cliff and is injured. The strap on my backpack broke and I got so distracted that I slipped. Please, there's no rope in here. Help me back up. Loon checks the well-worn pack and it indeed contains basic climbing gear and a modest length of rope, though not enough to safely reach them. Use the ropes, we both lose damage, but upgrade 2 pennies. Downgrade 1 and then upgrade 2 pennies. Or upcoming enemies gain 5 HP. Let's lose some HP and upgrade 2 pennies. That wasn't so bad. Balm penny. What does that do? Does nothing? Does nothing, inverts at turn end? Oh, inverts after a turn, a whole turn has passed. Actually, yeah, a balm penny that inverts is great. And then we have 2 balm pennies? How did that happen? Yeah, and then an anchor that inverts at turn end is awesome as well. Great. It's not the safest climb, but Fox and Loon managed to lift the salamander to safety. Continuing ahead together, the salamander shares knowledge of small caverns here and there that contain valuable minerals. Sick. Field event. Fox and Loon are taking a brief rest when they are accosted by a worm carrying a large notebook. You two, just who I wanted to see. I'm a journalist for an independent paper, and I'm working with some newsrooms in other regions to compile reports on how to fight against chaos is going. If you can spare some time to corroborate our findings and analyze my notes, why, I'll bet you'll walk away with solid intel on your opponents from around the world. Journalists do play a critical role in this fight, though taking time to prepare allows enemies to do the same. Upcoming enemies gain 3 pennies, but we gain a mouse coin face. I don't know if I like any of those. Sorry, man. We can't stay long. Let's get a normal fight going. I don't know if I need a tough fight for this. Like, I'm pretty happy with how our whole deck is going, so what's happening here? Mole doing 2 damage to 2. Leech is shooting at Fox, so we don't need to worry about him too much. Deal 4 damage to a random player unit, moves that unit and Wolf to the same random lane. Okay. Well, we do want Explode to go off. If anything, we would like to hit Mole. Here, I have a plan. Push Wolf to 3, set off the bomb. Great work. Then, drop Mole on... No. We move Wolf, drop him on 6, because he'll hurt Leech. We deflect G at Fox. We hit cover on Fox as well, and then Cabaret just goes off and hits somebody. I think that's a good turn. So move Wolf forward, set off the bomb. We move Wolf to here, does damage. 8 damage to random unit. Hey, that worked out. Mole didn't hit anybody. Just hit Leech so we could possibly finish him off. And then Fox and Spiky Shield. Morale to adjacent lanes to a Wolf at this... boo. Okay, well. Didn't get hurt? Ah, you hit Loon. I was hoping you'd hit Fox, you turd. Oh well. Alright, so we want to get back to... We want to get back to lane 4. And we can do that once you turn into a step. That will finish off Wolf. If we lock in... you... I think this is good. So, Step first, move Loon back. Set off explosion, kills the mole. Polearm kills everybody else. Nothing else matters. So step back, Loon. Set off the bomb. I don't even know why Leech got harmed, but he did, and I'm fine with it. A launch GX, even more damage? Yeah, an even better launch is great. Give me a healer? Field or treasure? I don't really need any more treasure, I don't think. Heal both of our boys. Get another fight going. A snake! I love the snake. Target snake's lane and adjacent lanes, dealing 3 damage and implying a pair. So nobody's getting hit by you guys. Turtle is bulwarking. Mole is setting off damage to all lanes except for Mole. So Loon is actually fine. So set off Polearm. Protect yourself with deflect GX. I don't think we want to trigger Howl because that would pull Loon off of being safe. We'll bombard you fools, although it would move Mole, right? Yeah, he switches to the mirrored lane, which means he moves to 3. So maybe we don't want to set off bombard. The rest of these moves are really bad, though. But you know what? We can set off bombard. We'll just push him back into lane 4 again, and that'll be fine. Get hit. Oh, he already moved. All right, well, get back in the lane where I put you. Apply spiky shield. All right, you didn't hurt anybody. You didn't hurt anybody, and you got harmed in the process. And then the turtle has blocked for snake. Deals 7 delay damage to lanes currently occupied by player units. Okay, so we need to... I don't know if we can finish off snake. So we want you to flip to... We want to step, because we want to set off bombard. We would like to set off polearm too. Oh, we would like this step, and we would like launch GX, honestly. I think just 1 coin saved. So set off polearm, gonna move the mole. Set off bomb, that's gonna kill mole for sure. Although I think we would rather hit the snake with the bomb, wouldn't we? So step first, then bomb, because we can step to 3, bomb, snake, and mole. Although you're gonna block it. Ah! Oh, wait. Move you guys back. Launch. Launch snake to 3. Hit somebody randomly. Launch snake to 3. Something like this. We killed mole. So you go here. Then move to 3. Set off the bomb. Polearm the snake. And then 2 damage to you. And well, neither of you are actually attacking us. Although you are going to delay attack us. But I think we could kill you next turn. And then you're just shielding people, so it's fine. You bastard. Here, we would like to explode you. Yeah, we're being ensnared. So the point is, you get pushed to 3. We step to 4. We set off the bomb. Explosion, deflect, howl for fun. I don't know if I really want to howl for fun, honestly. So yeah, push you to 3, step to 4, bomb, kill snake, spikes. We did take a little damage on Loon, but that's fine. All right, we would like to push and then polearm. Because I want to push you into range of polearm. Cobber S just goes off. Then you get launched to lane 2, and then we hit cover. So push you forward, polearm. You did shield it, but then you get hit for however much that was. Move you to 2. Hit you again. Hit you some more, and then just shield, and you're alive with 1. Polearm Cobber, that should... Is it Caber? Have I been saying this wrong the whole time? Possibly. Lock it in. There we go. He's gone. He can't hurt you anymore. Okay, Bombard just being better is nice. Gale. Push all enemies to lane 1 or 6. I don't know if I like that. So let's just make our Bombard better. Alright, what we got? Yeah, I'll do a market. Maybe we can upgrade some steps. You know? Replace step launch with Gale S and Crash Land. Those are kind of cool. At the start of the fight, 2 enemies gain stun? Sure. I think the next fight is going to be a boss fight anyway, so not so bad. Player deals X damage plus 1 damage when only able to target 1 enemy. Oh, cool. Event? Nope. It's a free rest, y'all. Yeah, just heal 7 to Loon, and then we'll get a companion coin. A sudden whirring noise overtakes the camp as a well-dressed hummingbird lands near the fire. Their attire is well-fitting and colorful, and they carry themselves with poise. They tell tales of daring escapes, and Fox and Loon describe their ongoing battles. Oh ho, well, I'm not much of a fighter myself, but I'm quite keen at removing myself from such predicaments. However, if you're helping with all this chaos nonsense, well, I'd be happy to lend my assistance. Flitter. If a player unit changes lanes due to an adjacent coin, apply Spiky Shield to that unit. That's actually baller. A free spiky shield for moving around? He's a giant bear. He's so mad. All right, mole we gotta watch out for. Oh, you're stunned. Nice. So we only have to worry about bear hug. Choose a player unit. Damages that unit, it applies Shroud. Damage equals 15 is in bear lane... is in lane 1 and decreases for each lane backward bear is. Then randomly switches bear backward 2 to 3. Well, he's already in lane 6, so that's great because he won't actually harm me. All right, we're gonna stab you guys with polearm. We're going to move Loon forward 1 and set up Bombard, which is gonna hit you two. I don't need to step again. So then we're just gonna hit cover and then, or you know what, swap you 2 around. And then we're actually gonna set off this way. Get hit. That sucks. I forgot when you hit this guy, he swaps places. Oh no. Because we don't want bear in row... Oh, that's rough. Is there any way I could hit him in row 6? There is. So hit him with the polearm, hit him with the bombard after, and he goes right back to place 1. It only triggers 1 time. We don't want to put bear in that position. If the bear is gonna land in row 1, he's gonna hit us for 15, which is a nightmare. So we can't do polearm, I don't think. Which sucks because then we can't hit snake either. This only goes off 1 time. That blows. And we can't even move him out of that row, which would allow us to do more stuff. Oh, how annoying. Well, let's try this then. Hit the bear. Because you're still doing 15. Do we just not do anything this round? Because we're getting unlucky and hitting frickin' Mole, and he's inverting with Bear. So if he inverts with Bear, we're just kind of screwed. So maybe we just do this, as dumb as it is. Hit Snake, and then just let it ride. So you guys aren't doing anything. Your Bear Hug isn't gonna do anything. Choose a player unit. Obscures and randomly flips one of the unit's coins. So while you were step last time, so it's gonna randomly land you somewhere. I would like push because we could finally get Mole off of row 2 or 1. So what's coming out? Damages each player twice if damage equals 5 if his bear is in lane 1. Ah, so this is what the play is. You actually want to keep Mole on 1, and you alternate flipping him with Bear while damaging Bear a lot. So I think we need step. I need polearm. So polearm's gonna set off Mole. We're gonna step back and explode Bear with the bomb. And then, so that will make the Bear attack weak. We're going, so step first, bomb the Bear, stab the Mole so he flips places with Bear. Oh, we actually don't even need to step. We can howl to bring Loon back. And then, what are you doing? Target snakes, lane, and adjacent lanes. Okay, so we're out of her zone, which is great. Mole's gonna be on row 6, so we actually would like to deflect Mole's attack off of Fox. And I guess I'll put in a step. Yes, so we got anchored. Interesting. Any unit in would oh, okay. Hold the phone. I didn't realize that was already happening. So we've been anchored. We would like to back you up then. Like that? So howl you back. You're anchored. You do some damage to Snake. Now you can step back. Now you can set off your bomb. Now you invert with Mole. We'll just flop spots with you. Deflect GX sets off on the Loon. You did hit Fox. I didn't realize Mole was not doing the move I thought Mole was doing. You're doing Bear Hug, so we would like to swap positions with... we'd like to switch positions with Mole again. Let's lock in the polearm. Lock in the bomb. So what we're gonna do is we're going to polearm Bear and Snake. We're going to push Snake back 1 row. I have an idea. Can we launch Bear on top of Mole? And then Mole will then invert with Bear? Is that how that works? He can't invert. Okay, he has to land on an unoccupied space. So that's not how that works. So let's hit cover Mole first. He's gonna switch with Bear. Stab Snake and him. Then push Bear forward 1. Set off the bomb. Launch Bear back 1. Hit him again. So hit mole. Why didn't you switch places? Were you Oh, you were freaking anchored. God damn it. So you're gonna do a lot of damage to somebody, which is an enemy in this direction. I gotta reconfigure this. So you're anchored. That's the problem. Because you landed on one. Ugh. All right. Well, we need to weaken the bear if we can. 7 delayed damage. Well, we would like to kill Snake, so we don't have to worry about that. The way we could do that is by... So you do damage to Snake, for example. Then we launch Snake. And then we explode... that? Like this? Put it on Loon. Got rid of the Snake at least, and we weaken Bear. And we weaken Mole, and it tried to trigger Dig, but that didn't hurt him. Covered, so we're good. You're gonna kill somebody. But -2? Right? Yes, okay, so we lived. Barely. 2 coins to save. So we would like to finish off Mole for sure. What did you get? Bear arms? I need launch GX because I need to launch Bear to position 6, and we'll clear out Mole. Or I'll launch him to position 1, sorry. Yes, this is how this will work. So we're gonna hit Mole, get rid of him. He's gone. We're gonna launch Bear to position 1. He won't be able to harm anybody there. Then we're gonna bombard people after we step Loon forward 1. And we're gonna deflect GX, and you could just come in at any point. So, goodbye, Mole. We're gonna block yourself. The Dig Penny has been activated. That doesn't matter. We're gonna move Bear to 1, so he's not gonna harm anybody. Switch Loon forward. Bomb him for 4. Spiky shield on you. No damage was dealt, and now we just need to do 6 damage. Which we can do with you and you, I believe. But also we can do it with you two, so you're toast. Goodbye. Haha! Growth Penny was activated. Get out of here, Bear. The journey continues somewhere new after a long rest. Bombard GX, 5 damage? Yes. Even more damage from Bombard. The final fight, the Divid end? The air thickens as Fox and Loon continue further into the depths, shadows looming all around. The darkness is broken by the menacing grin of a formless figure, speaking with an eerily spry voice. Ah, what's this? Another team of heroes here to stop chaos. How wonderful. Do you even know that defeating me here would change anything? Try as you might. I'll return every time, waiting for the moment when any one of you falters. Well, if you've made it this far, a little monologue surely won't dissuade you. Come then, show me what today's heroes have to offer. Another fight? Holy hell, it's the Master Hand. All right, what are you doing here? Applies Frenzy to random player unit 3 times. I dislike that. Antipathy, 5 damage to all lanes occupied by enemies. Oh, okay. And then All enemies randomly move to lanes not occupied by player units. Players just lose 2 HP. Okay, well, that's rude. So let's see here. Step. We can get to zone 3, which will set off a bomb. Cobber S, and then... You know what we do? Just shift everything back 1. Because we can set off Howl, which will make our bomb stronger. Howl. Pole arm. Move. Bomb them for a lot. That was good damage. We're gonna take a lot of damage in return. So we got some frenzy. No, nobody got hit by the enemies, which is awesome. And we all lose 2 HP. Okay, so we would like pole arm back. Honestly, I think explode comes back too, because we're in the perfect position to make use of that. And then what do we got? Once again, 2 HP gone. All enemies randomly move. 5 damage to all lanes occupied by the enemies. That's fine. And use the effects of 2 random enemy coins. Okay. Aw, you frickers. That sucks. So that's gonna drop him somewhere weird. I think this is okay. Let's see how this shakes out. So push an enemy. Like this? Oh, the anchor tractor! That's awesome! The anchor did great. I don't really want to move Chaos because I want to set off the bomb in a way that's really gonna hurt him. But I didn't really have a choice in the matter. So nobody's actually taking any damage, which is kind of surprising. And we got rid of one of the hands. You lived! What the frick? Bleak Penny. When an enemy reaches 0, heal them for 5 HP. Oh, well, I didn't mean to undo that. I actually thought that was a really good turn. Yeah, so push this guy. He takes damage. Launch you back here. 7 damage to that guy. 4. Spiky shield. Kill the hand. Apply cover to Loon. Bleak Penny activates. Face down, Bleak Penny. Inverts at turn N. Damn, that sucks. Alright, so explode. That's gonna do a lot of good work. Polearm is also really good. Alright, no more rage, so that's great news. Explode will set off chaos. We'll polearm you two. So fist is gone. And then that one. I think I want to do this. So howl him back. Oh, we were anchored, which actually worked just fine. So jump back, jump forward. Bomb both of you. Bleak Penny did get activated. Which we killed Chaos, which is awesome. Killed another hand. And now we just have to deal with Rage, which applies Frenzy. And it's all on Loon, which is kind of funny. We definitely saved Polearm, and then we just need something else that can do damage, and now we've done it. You turds. That's okay. We have multiple ways of doing damage. You've been struck, but the Bleak Penny brings you back. I push you... onto an odd square. We kill you with the Cobber X. And we win! We've defeated Chaos! First run! Thank you for playing! We're a hero! like I said, this has been by Sketch House Games. Thank you to Sketch House Games for sending me a code to check out the game. I have a link down in the description if you would like to check it out for yourself. It's a lot of fun. You can basically play the whole game with just the 2 characters that they have available. But yeah, go check out the game. Like it, wishlist it on Steam. Fun little game. Thank you to them again for checking it, or reaching out to me to check it out. I've been Ben the Human. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of things like Chaos Coin or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. That also helps me out a lot. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.